Hey, I'm Raya.
And I'm Brandon.
And you're watching
More Love with R&B.
And today we are starting kind of like a series.
It's not kind of like a series.
It is a series.
It is a series.
We are going to be talking about the 5 love languages.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we got this idea. It's not even our idea.
No, it's not. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. It's not our original idea.
Not at all. Actually, it's a book from Gary Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw this advertised on Focus on the Family.
Focus on the Family.
So you guys can check that out. We will have all of the information in the description below. But basically, we're going to be going through the next 5 weeks talking about the different love languages. And do you want to explain what love languages are really quickly?
Yeah, sure. Love languages are basically a way that you or your spouse interpret love or receive love, if you will. It's basically the thing that makes you tick as it pertains to how you connect with someone in a loving way.
Yeah. Ways
that you feel appreciated, understood, acknowledged, valued. Love languages encompass all of that.
Absolutely. And from this book, there are 5 love languages that people speak. And we all enjoy all the 5 different ones. But anyway, we're going to go through one tonight, and every Thursday. But every Thursday for the next 5 weeks, we are going to be going through the different ones. And so we challenge you to watch all 5 and decide which one you are and which one your spouse is.
Yes.
And we hope that you can get fluent in these languages.
Hello.
So, are you guys ready for the first one?
Just say yes. They said yes.
The one that we're going to be talking about today is words of affirmation.
Okay, words of affirmation.
Yeah, so what's words of affirmation?
So, an example of words of affirmation would be like if I sit here and I see my wife and I say, "You are wonderful, you're amazing, you did so well with this project, or you did so well with this thing that you were working on, and it was just, that thing would not have gotten done without you."
Oh.
So sometimes you might feel like you have to be a wordsmith in order to adorn your spouse or shower your spouse with words of affirmation. But the reality is you don't have to. If you are, that's great. Poetry and all that good stuff, like that could be a nice gesture.
Yeah.
But the reality is, especially if words of affirmation is not your love language, the reality is you just simply need to pay attention. Let's just go ahead and put that in big letters. Pay attention.
Absolutely.
You need to pay attention to your spouse, because typically when you shower them or adorn them with words of affirmation, they should be things that are rooted in actual truths and things that they've done. Don't just say, "Hey, you light up the stars in the night, and you are like the sun could just take a break for a day, and your smile could," somebody might like that. So you can work with that. But most people, after a long, hard day, and it's like your smile could light up. It's like, dude, what's for dinner? I don't have time for this.
So the importance of this love language is there are certain people who feel loved when they hear words of affirmation. This is something that they need in order to feel loved.
Absolutely.
So if my love language is words of affirmation, what I want is for my husband to communicate with me using his words. Now, this may be difficult for some people, especially if words of affirmation is not your love language as well. Now, there are some spouses who have 2 or 3 different love languages and they share some with their spouse. So it's easy. I say how I feel about you, you say how you feel about me, and we're feeling loved.
I think you're cute.
Oh, well, thank you. I think you're handsome.
By the way. Hello.
But there's some people who have trouble communicating via words.
That's correct.
And so this is very important, that if you notice that your spouse is wanting to hear things, you're going to have to get out of yourself and start becoming fluent in this other language. We need to communicate with one another, and it's extremely important.
Yes.
Because if you don't, then you're not feeling connected.
Then you will get miscommunication.
Yeah.
So
You don't
there's
want
a
that.
lot to be said about that.
So it's important to figure out, number one, is this your love language? Is this my spouse's or my significant other's love language? Now, if you guys share that, then great, continue to exercise that. But if either one of you don't, when the other does, then there needs to be some communication to say, hey, I really like when you affirm me with your words. There are some people, and I know that sometimes I'm guilty of it, where when I see my husband do something wrong, I'm quick to say those things, but I'm not quick to point out when I see him doing things that are right. Well, one of his love languages is words of affirmation. And so if I'm not saying, babe, great job on that, but the only thing he's hearing, like, how can we do that wrong? Then he's not going to feel like I love him. Now, he knows that I love him, but he's not going to feel that I love him because I'm not speaking his language on a regular basis. So it's important for me to remember he needs to hear kind words from me. So I love yous. Baby did a great job. You my superhero. You my boo. You my man. You can do it when things are getting tough. You can do that, boo. You got this. You go, boy. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the last thing we'll say about that is I want to affirm everything that she just said. Because if we're honest, there's nothing more unstoppable than a man who has been encouraged by the words of his wife.
Yeah.
Dude, there's one thing when you're like, oh, I gotta fix this around the house or fix that or do this or do that. And you're like, I don't know if I'm able to do it. Your wife come around and say, dude, you got this. I know you can do it. You can do anything. And you're like, shoot, you're right, I can do it. Like, all of a sudden you can, do everything with a car and fix anything in the house. I'm calling no plumbers. I can do this myself. I'm not saying go crazy. I'm just saying when a wife affirms her husband, that dude is like completely unstoppable. Completely.
Yeah.
So we hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Yeah. And don't forget to leave us some comments in the comments section.
Please.
If this is your love language, tell us some words of affirmations that you like to hear from your spouse.
Absolutely. We hope that you were encouraged by this video, and we thank you for watching.
Yes, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And we hope to see you around. Check out some of our other videos, and we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.